the first video, we connected our database to our web project. So in this video, I'm going to show you how we can create web pages based on those 3 data tables. So we first need to go to Solution Explorer. So this gives us an overview of all the web pages that are currently available in this project. So right now I don't have any web page here. So let us create our first web form. So highlight the project name and right click, go to add, and we're going to add a web form. I'm going to provide a name to this web form as part. So click OK. So now you see that my first page is created, and on the bottom of the page you can choose to see different views. So by default, this is source view. This is based on HTML source code, and I'm going to use the design view. Okay. So in the design view, you can see currently I don't have anything on this page. So let's add something to our first page. The first thing I want to add is a title to this page. So I want to add parts, okay? And I want to change the font for the parts to make it as a header. So I can so while my cursor is still in this box, I'm going to select this to heading edge. So you can see that there are dotted boxes around parts. So this is very important because all the dotted parts are the boundaries for a web form. So everything that we later on gonna put, we should put inside the dot boxes. So the first line is my header. Now I can press enter on the keyboard to move to other lines. So for the part table, I want to build a report which show me a list of parts that are currently included in the part table. So I need to connect this to the part table that I created in SQL Server. So now I should go to Server Explorer. So this gives me the data connection. And you can see I have 3 tables here, and I want to connect part table to the part web page. So to connect these two, I can choose part and drag and drop to the inside of the dot boxes on my part table. Okay. So you can see I have a small table view, a grid view. And if you click on this little icon, it will give you the grid view task. So I can auto format my data. So I want to make it colorful. So you can choose different colors based on preference. So let me make it colorful. Let me click OK. So you can see that changed the color of the table for me. So also by default, it already connects the data to this table using a data source. So I want to enable paging, sorting, editing, and deleting for this table. So as you can see, as I enable more things, there will be more items showing up on the table. Okay. So one thing you can see, like the header of the table are by default, these are the column names that you had in SQL Server, but these column names are not necessarily intuitive. So I want to change that. So to do that, again, I can go to grid view task. I can edit columns. Over here, I have 3 areas as available fields, selected fields, and the other one is command field. So I can select the part number and I want to change the header text to part number. And similarly, I want to change p name to just be name, p color to color, and p weight as weight, size, p size to size. Okay, so as I'm making the change, you can see on my select field, these names are also updated. So I can click OK. And now you can see, now in my web page, I have more intuitive column names for the tables. Okay. So this is my first web page. And now if you go to Solution Explorer, you can see I have the first page, part.xpx ready. So now we can even put this to the internet. Okay. So to publish the data to internet, we need to first configure our data connection. So to do that, let me go back to Solution Explorer and double click the web config to open this file. So in the web configuration file, we need to make one small change. So we need to find the line that starts with system.web. So on my computer, this is line 11. So directly under this line, we need to type one command as custom errors mode equal OFF. Okay, and slash closing mark. So make sure that you type it exactly as what I have here, because this is case sensitive. So what this one does is to disable all the custom errors, so later on we will be able to see the content. So now let me save all the file. Okay, so now we're ready to publish the website to the internet. So to do that, we need to go to build and publish. Okay, so we need to select a publish target, and the publish target information again is available on the WebDB. Okay, so back to my project, we need to create a custom publish target, and let's give this a name. So I can name it with my username. Click OK. And the publish method should be a file system. The target location will be the IIS content path under your WebDB. Okay, and make sure that you add one more subdirectory. So you need to type /www.root. So www.root identifies that this is a web server profile, identifies this is a web server folder. So we will need to have that. Okay, so now click next, and under file publication, make sure that you check the first option. So delete all existing files prior to publish. So the reason we need that is because later on we're going to publish this website multiple times. So each time we publish the website, we want to make sure that we automatically delete the existing files before we publish the new file. So let's make sure this is checked. So let's click next and verify your application content path. And if this looks all good, we can click publish. So now in the output window, you can start to see that the progress of publishing the website. It might take a couple of seconds for the website to publish on internet. So once the publishing is done, you should see the confirmation saying build 1 succeeded, and the publish also 1 succeeded, and 0 failed, and 0 skipped. So if you receive the confirmation message like this, that means you successfully published your website to the internet. Now I can open a web browser and go to the internet to see my web page. So the URL is provided on WebDB. That's a site URL you will see. So this is the main URL that we're gonna use. And let me go to a new tab. And because I only published one file, so the location will be /part.aspx. Okay. So this is my first page. You can see now I have part number, name, color, weight, and size. If you click on any of that, you can sort the displayed information according to a given column. Okay. And user can also edit the data. Okay. Can also delete the data. So that's my first web page, and you can see this automatically connect the data to the backend database. So anything that I change here will be reflected in my SQL Server database later on. Okay. And this is our first web page, and this is essentially a report of the database. So it displays all the data that you currently have in the database. So user can edit or delete the existing entry in the database, but user cannot add new record to the data. So to add a new record to the data, we're going to learn how to do that in the next tutorial when we create a form for the database.